Somebody give me a... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Leopard! Leopard!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On the run, this is Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run the option right here on first down. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is Logan. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run with Logan. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Snap comes at 1. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, you block over here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
319.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, check 26. Hey, where y'all going? Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Lucky 56, set, 319, 319. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Green 39! Green 39! Over! Hunt!
Now it's Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
Here we go.
change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Over! What's the end? Watch him now, Barney!
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught right side at Snead. And down he'll go at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Wide left. Zoom. We are going.
Rodgers now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Green 18. We are going.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go. 58. Hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They run again with Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
All right.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Zoom. Get 300. Get 300. Over here. 319.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zoom. 850.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's go, come on. What a 50.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, check 26. Oko, over here. Zoom. Got it. Zoom. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, Jackson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Detroit.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone.
Check three. Kill.
Gone.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Zoom. We are going. Zoom.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 19 yards there on the pickup.
Hey, 626. Jump out. Hold.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Zoom.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Over.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Zoom. Jump out. That's fine, yeah.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hey. Gun.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. On the move to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.